didnt asks, what's with the Big Brother-like setting for Clio's reports? Dark room with a spotlight, chair, barcode IDs, EndoGuard, etc. Doesn't sound like any kind of academic presentation to me, more like a prisoner interrogation. I realized the goal was to keep the readers guessing as to whether or not this was a Skynet future, but given that it wasn't, how does it fit? Well, partly this is a secure facility. She is a human in a machine world. This is kind of a machine building. Whether the Proctor is a T0K or an M1K, T1K, or whatever, she's kind of the outsider here. And she doesn't have clearance. And most of you who have had clearances know that you get an escort. In Clio's case, it's a T950. Why so dark? Well, largely it's for staging. Let's get real. Also, I'm going to justify it after the fact. I did not think of this, but it's clean this way because it's electronically clean. The terminal and scanner are furnished for her. The chair is there. She brings nothing in with her. It's like taking an SAT. You come in with your number 2 pencils and that's all. And sometimes not even then. Sometimes they'll supply them for you. Okay, what's with the barcode? Everybody's barcoded. It's not a great big old barcode like it was before. It's just a small one across the wrist. But the humans are all barcoded. And I would presume in some way so are the T0Ks. Basically everybody can be tracked. No one group is left out of the tracking ability. And let's see, what else? Yeah, that was, I think I covered everything there. So, yeah, a lot of it was staging. I can justify why some of it was there. It is a secure facility. That isn't justified. I knew that. And, staging partly to make it so that nobody knew who won. And on to the next question. didnt also asks, as Moss was betraying John's side to Brandi, why didn't he give her the T0 chips as well? Lingering guilt or some other reason? That one is really easy. He is a businessman. While he's not opposed to giving freebies from time to time, what in the South would be called lagniappe, the fact of the matter is that these are potentially profitable items. And Brandi left him the loophole, well actually Tracy left him the loophole, of not requesting the chips, only the T0K bodies. And being the good businessman that he is, he decided to take advantage of that. And Brandi didn't need the chips. They were kind of useless to her anyway. So that was why. The intention was to profit later. As to what future use could come of those chips, well, we can stay tuned for that, I think. As a follow-on, this is from me, what was the purpose of the cotton that Moss traded the T0 case for? I found it interesting that nobody asked why he would ask for cotton. I guess everybody assumes it's for clothing. That is not why he got the cotton. He has a much more profitable purpose in mind. And it's one that certainly the males around you are not going to think of immediately. Sanitary napkins. All through history, women's periods have been a bit of a problem. So he's finding profit in that. Cotton, high quality cotton, which is what he asked for and got, is a rare commodity in this time and is something that he could really make a killing on for a protracted period of time. Yeah, that's why the cotton. And let's see. Okay, I hope I have enough time for this one. This is from didnt again. Regarding Andy, Brandi was keeping him a big secret from everyone else throughout most of the series, even from Skynet perhaps. But in the finale, he's there in the briefing room with the other Skynet staff. Did I miss something, or was the explanation of his change of status just left on the cutting room floor, so to speak? No, actually, it was kind of strongly hinted at. After Nancy was released by John after her interrogation, and she made it back to Skynet territory, she had mentioned to Brandi during the debrief that people knew about Andy, that it wasn't quite the secret that Brandi thought it was. So at this point, cat out of the bag. When she's in dire need, there's no reason for Brandi not to have Andy show up. She would still be a little clandestine because old habits are hard to break. But there comes a point that she wanted an ally she could trust. Just as John trusts Cameron, so does Brandi trust Andy. And that is why he is out in the open, because it didn't really matter. It wasn't a huge secret. Certainly not the secret she thought it was. And we'll continue on the next video.